I'm going to tell you what, though, that little cat there in the outside in that one car, he has been wheeling that one car ever since they unloaded a week and a half ago. He won the last restrictor plate race we had at Talladega. He won here a couple of years ago in the July race. And I'd say he wants to win this Daytona 500 pretty bad, Jamie McMurray.
It's got to be kind of, you know, Martin Truex is sitting there in 6th place, and that's his old car right there. I know as a driver, you look up there and you say, man, that's my old car. I got to get around him some way.
And Mike, you pointed it out. That's Earnhardt Childress engine side by side right there on that front row.
2007 here. Kevin Harvick beat Mark Martin to the flag by just that much as cars were crashing and flipping behind him. Here's a look at what happened here 3 years ago on the final lap. That's Mark Martin in the 01, Harvick in the 29 with a full head of steam. And here they come off turn 4.
And if they had a frozen the field right there, Kevin still would have won because he was ahead of Mark when the car started to spin. But now they run on down here, finish the race. Looks like days of thunder.
That's Clint Boyer upside down across the line. And that race in 2007 is the last time Clint Boyer has been to, or Kevin Harvick has been to victory lane in a Sprint Cup points race.
Man's had a heck of a week down here, I can tell you, with his nationwide car. Tony winning yesterday, Stewart winning the Budweiser shootout.
So again, we'll try it in overdrive. Green-white checker. This time Harvick and McMurray in front of teammates Edwards and Biffle. Then Burton, Truex, Montoya, and Boyer. Green-white checker. Here we go. Green flag.
Pretty much a dead heat. It looks like Kevin got a little bit of a jump on the 29, got a little jump on the 1 car, and there's dad-to-be Carl Edwards right in the back of the 29, pushing hard as he can. Here we go up to back, 2 by 2, except the cat out front.
But look at the run. McMurray will get down that back straightaway, getting bumped from Greg Biffle in the 16 car. Biffle's all over the back of it. Edwards looks in the middle.
Whoa, I think
that'll hurt Harvick.
If I'd have been Harvick, I'd have gone to the outside and gone with that fast line.
Here comes Truex fighting his way back on the outside in that 56, but not a lot of help out there.
3 wide. Here comes Dale Jr. pushing Clint Boyer.
Where'd Junebug come from?
This will be the white flag. Jamie McMurray is in front to try to win the 500. This will be the last lap.
Whatever happens now happens, folks. They can all wad up down here, and somebody's going to leave out that second turn to winner.
Junior on the bottom with Boyer. Biffle ahead.
Truex trying to get up there and help McMurray, but Boyer's right there behind Biffle in the 16. Look, here goes Boyer to the outside.
Look at Junior. Come on, Junior. Come on.
Can they make it to the flag?
Nah, no way. They'll never get through this 3rd turn.
Junior got squirreled up right there.
No, it's just perfect. He's flying through there.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. unbelievably has caught Jamie McMurray as they come to turn 4.
He'll have to go to the high side, though. McMurray will guard that line.
Crash at the back, never mind. Green flag still out. Checkered flag in the air. The 52nd Daytona 500 to Jamie McMurray.
Yes! Little Jamie, baby. Woo!
Hook, line, and sinker.
Yes, sir. Billy Bass.
How about that? Jamie McMurray, Teresa Earnhardt, Chip Ganassi, Felix Sabates winning the Daytona 500.
And don't forget Bono.
Oh, my God!
The cars that crashed.
That was so awesome.
The cars that crashed at the back were Robbie Gordon, I believe, and Jeff Gordon.
Yeah, Jeff got loose in the middle of that pack.
And you know what? We've said it many times. When you win the Daytona 500, it doesn't stay with you the rest of the season, the rest of your career. It stays with you the rest of your life.
Hey, this little cat's become a pretty good restrictor plate racer. And look at all the guys. You know, Jamie's a guy. Everybody likes Jamie. He's a good kid.
When Roush Fenway Racing had to downsize due to NASCAR rules from 5 teams to 4, it was McMurray left on the outside looking in. He hooked up with Earnhardt Ganassi Racing and is Chip Ganassi's first Daytona 500 triumph, as well as the young driver from Joplin, Missouri, Jamie McMurray.
But boys, I got to tell you, you got to tip your hat to Dale Jr.
Wow.
He has not even been anywhere near the lead.
10th to 2nd in less than 2 laps.
He looked like daddy coming through there. job, buddy. Blow it up. Just burn her down right there.
Jamie Mack becomes the 34th driver to win the Daytona 500. It is his 4th Sprint Cup victory.
He is in the mud now.
Choked her down. Yes! There is no feeling like accomplishing something like what he just did.
Well, and honestly, very close to the season being over last year. I don't think Jamie McMurray knew what he was going to be doing, and I'm not sure that team knew what they were going to be doing.
Right on both counts, Larry. He didn't have a lot of success with Roush Fenway. Some car owners thought maybe damaged goods. Well, guess what? Jamie Mack wins the Daytona 500.
I think if it's more like goody-goody. Oh, look at that.
Here's the run to the flag. Dale Earnhardt Jr. from 10th to 2nd in a lap. Got up behind McMurray.
I gotta tell you, just look back there and look at the 0-0.
Finished 5th. David Ruderman.
I just noticed that on the scoring monitor.
But it's like when they bottled up on the back straightaway, that gave Jamie just enough room out front to be able to win the race back to the finish line. Here's where they got bottled up about halfway down the back straightaway.
I really thought that Kevin Harvick would watch and see which line was coming and the outside was, and he would drive up there and block it.
They were trying their best. Yeah, and this is Jeff Gordon, Robbie Gordon involved.
2-car, got into the wall.
Bobby Labonte.
But you know what? This was at the back of the pack. Attaboy to NASCAR for letting them race back.
Yeah, man.
The Daytona 500.
He's saying his prayers right there, boys.
And we'll be back to Daytona after this.
You got it, man. We won. Great job, guys. Can you believe we just won the Daytona 500?
6 hours and 10 minutes after the drop of the first green flag of the day, Jamie McMurray has just captured the flag in the greatest day of his racing life. Down to victory lane and Matt Yoakum.
Every kid growing up dreams of winning the Great American Race. Does reality tonight match that dream?
I told my wife today, I was like, she's like, if you win tonight, oh, I'm gonna cry. It's unreal. It's I thought if I made it without seeing my dad or my wife, I'd be okay, but it's just it's unbelievable, really. I can't explain it. And it's just it's a dream. I mean, it really is. And you know, to be where I was last year, and for Johnny Morris and Chip and Felix, Bass Pro Shops, to take a chance on me and let me come back, it means a lot to me. And I just, what a way to pay them back and to give Christy a happy Valentine's Day, and my dad's here, and it's just very emotional. But after we won Talladega, we went to McDonald's. So I think tonight we'll have a Big Mac.
You go back to that final lap. So many people are jockeying around. Walk us through your moves to victory.
Well, Biville helped me out. I spun the tires on the restart, and you know, it's just a gamble of which line's going to get the biggest run. But Greg gave me the unbelievable push on the backstretch. And then when I saw the 88 behind me, I thought, oh no. I'm like, it's, you know, he's had a good car, and I just, you know, Earnhardt at Daytona, it's just, I mean, they win all the time, it seems like. So you just never know what to expect. But certainly thank you to all the fans, too, that stuck around. That was tough having to get in and out of the car, but they stuck with us, and it was cool to hear the applause, and they got back in the car and sprint for everything they do. I went to one of their parties the other night, and Dan Hesse's just a great guy, and it means a lot. I mean, not only sprint, but everybody that's a part of our sport. With the economy the way it is, we couldn't be here to put this show on without with all these sponsors. So good stuff. I want to get with my team.
Congratulations, Jamie McMurray, the biggest win of his racing career.
34 different drivers have won the Daytona 500. Probably not since Pete Hamilton in 1970 has there been a first-time winner of this race that has appreciated it more than Jamie Mack.
It's okay to cry in racing. Trust me, I know. And that's a big deal to that kid, as big as anything ever happened to him. So, you know, I don't want to hear a bunch of people say, oh man, I can't believe he's in victory lane crying. That's how big this is and how emotional it is.
Well, there's not a dry eye up here either.
No, I mean,
we're so happy for him.
I'm right there with him.
He didn't need to say a word. Pretty much what we saw with his feelings pretty much said it all. But I mean, what a way to cap off Speed Weeks. We've been down here for a week and a half, and yeah, we had some trying weather. But we said it when we rolled in here about 10 or 11 days ago, unpredictable. And I think that's as unpredictable as you can get it. Now, the last 9 Daytona 500s, 9 different winners.
That's what I was going to say, Larry. It's unpredictable because
well,
the last 9 races.
We think a lot.
What a great day. All day and night.
What a fantastic finish. And Jamie McMurray wins the 500 with a push from Dale Earnhardt Jr. How did he get to second place?
Junior, 10th to second in 1 lap. Do you believe it?
Well, I'm just disappointed to come that close and not win it. But I'll tell you, we did the right thing. We come down getting 2 tires. Amp Energy National Guard Chevrolet was pretty good all day. We were just working on some handling issues. And I don't know if we got them fixed or not. You know, when it gets cold, everybody's car handles good. But I want to thank my team for working really hard. The engine shop did an awesome job. The car, like I said, worked really good. And I'm happy for Jamie and his crew chief Bono helped me when I was younger. And that's such a good group. That's a good group of guys over there. And you know, I know we run second, and we probably shouldn't have tonight, but it's frustrating to come that close and not win it. And but I'm happy for them. You know, they had a good car all week, and we did good. You know, it's good points tonight for us, even though we're probably a little too early to think about that. But you know, we got a good run.
Congratulations. Solid race tonight. Well done.
Greg Biffle came on the radio after that race and apologized to his crew. You said, I tried everything I could.
Man, I did. You know, I'll tell you what, I'm so proud of the guys and the guys of the shop, the engine department. You know, they built such good cars. They worked all winter. Hopefully California is as good as this was. But, you know, I just made a mistake. Just a lack of experience probably. Going into turn 1, I should have pushed McMurray instead of trying to make the pass then when I had the big run and try and make the pass come into the stripe or down the back instead of down the front. And, you know, 3rd place isn't all that bad, but I'm just so happy for Jamie. You know, I pushed him to the win down the backstretch, and I feel pretty good about that.
Thanks, Greg.
Let's check out the final results unofficial here. And by the way, for Jamie McMurray, the fewest laps ever led by a Daytona 500 winner. Just 2 laps, but good enough. And really, it was the Daytona 520, the longest race officially in Daytona 500 history, not just because of the 2 red flags and the time delay, but with the second green-white checker, it was actually 520 miles as we look at the way the order finished out. And Jeff Hammond, those tears of joy, what a comeback story. Uncertain about his ride, to a ride that won him the most important race, and he kind of came from nowhere. It just shows you long shots. In fact, in Vegas this week, I think he was 30-1 on the betting board for Jamie McMurray, who pulls into victory lane and beats the field and the track surviving a marathon day-night doubleheader in Daytona?
Well, I think what it does, I think it establishes Jamie McMurray as one of the top restrictor plate racers that we have today, because again, he did win at Talladega, the final race there, and he was able to win here today in a great effort and great moves at the right place at the right time. And one thing right quick, we see Chip Ganassi, one of the owners there, he's now won an Indy 500, a 24-hour Daytona race, and the Daytona 500. Pretty impressive right there by that owner.
And Earnhardt Ganassi Racing Chevrolet team giving Jamie McMurray this opportunity. His wife Christy sharing. Jamie was on the high school wrestling team in the 119-pound class. He gave it up after his junior year. He got sick of working out. He found his passion in driving. He won his first go-kart title at the age of 10. Then he would go on to win 3 more the following few seasons. In 1991, he was a world go-karting champion. But this is living the American dream.
Well, as he said, it is a dream, and he's now kind of like captured it.
Jamie McMurray still celebrating. High drama at the end. Only led 2 laps, but a Daytona 500 champion. Greg Biffle, you heard him talk about how he, maybe his inexperience, thought he had it won with the Kevin Harvick, Clint Boyer in the mix. And then it was a wreck in the 21 car. That's Bill Elliott with the oldest and youngest drivers, 19-year-old Joey Logano, 54-year-old Elliott involved. So the first green-white checker. Jeff Gordon actually causes a wreck here, as you see Kevin Harvick trying to win a second Daytona 500. Dale Earnhardt Jr. in a restart on the second green-white checker, as Casey Kane is involved in the wreck. Somehow Jeff Hammond, he made it from 10th all the way to second, winding up trying to stalk Jamie McMurray.
Well, he had his great experience right there, but he also got a good shot right there with the 0-0 David Rubin. And right there at the start-finish line, he was definitely coming on strong and making Jamie McMurray sweat.
So in the bigger picture, after a lot of hours and a lot of racing, we mentioned 21 leaders. That's a Daytona 500 record.
Right.
And we had 52 lead changes. The kind of racing that we talked about that NASCAR wanted, the gloves off, bump draft, go for it. It's about winning, not just being in the top 5. And Jamie McMurray showed that he could do it.
I mean, this is the kind of racing you can expect, I think, all season long, because NASCAR let these guys do what they do best, race. I mean, the Great American Races definitely was not a bust today. If you didn't enjoy that, folks, you're not going to enjoy racing as far as NASCAR is concerned the rest of this season.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. putting some pressure on as we look ahead now to California and Las Vegas. It's a totally different deal. The restrictor plates, you talk about the gloves being off, restrictor plates are off.
But you still got guys that are hungry. I think right now today was the kind of thing and the kind of finish that Dale Earnhardt Jr. needed to get him motivated. You've already heard from Greg Biffle and a lot of these drivers, Kevin Harvick, they really felt like they had an opportunity with 1 or 2 laps to go. And this is the kind of thing that kind of like motivates not only the drivers but the teams. Makes them want to go back to the shop. They'll be back in there on Monday morning getting ready to go to California. I mean, ready to basically, again, keep the gloves off, bare knuckle, get it done.
9 different winner here at the Daytona 500 in the last 9 years, Jeff. But what does it say about this sport, or at least this event, that a guy like Jamie McMurray, who, as he admitted, that's why you saw those tears, he didn't know if he'd be even working again or be with a race team this year.
You never know, and you've got to seize every moment and every opportunity. And I think right now, you know, you got to give a lot of credit right there. There's Chip Ganassi getting ready to pop that cork on that champagne bottle. He knows how to do that. He's been to victory lane many, many times, and I'm sure that he is sitting there thinking, see, guys, I know what I'm doing as an owner. I know when to bring these guys back. He brought Juan Pablo Montoya back, made a successful driver out of him in NASCAR, and now he did it again with Jamie McMurray.
Next Sunday, NASCAR on Fox will move to Fontana, California. Matt Kenseth will try and defend his title. Remember, he won this rain-shortened Daytona 500 last year and then won out in California. He'll try and take home the checkered flag for the second straight year there. Coverage of the Auto Club 500 presented by Napa Auto Parts from the West Coast begins next Sunday. Note the start time of 2 Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific in high definition here on Fox. Well, Mark Martin, the pole sitter, wound up 12th. Kevin Harvick, who led the most laps, finished 7th overall. And we saw exciting racing from start to finish. They hung in there despite the 2 red flags and the delays.
I mean, when you think about it, Chris, you said it. How many different leaders do we have out of this field?
21.
43, so almost, or basically half the field led this race at one time or another. And I'm telling you, it was exciting from start to finish.
And the track did not win. At the end of the line, it was Jamie McMurray. Buckle up. Things could get bumpy, but excited in this, our 10th season for NASCAR on Fox, anticipating more races like we saw today. We thank you for hanging in there with us, and thanks for being a part of NASCAR on Fox. For Darrell, Larry, and Mike, Krista, Matt, Dick, and Steve, Jeff Hammond, and our entire production crew, enjoy President's Day. We hope to see you next Sunday here in California.